Morning, Karen. Karen. Morning.
Sorry, it's miles away.
How are the new arrivals?
Yeah, you know, kids, they're, well, never a dull moment.
Good morning. Dr. Granger, I presume?
Yes.
I fear I'm a little early.
Surgery doesn't open until 9.
Oh, you're not expecting me. Never mind. I'm Charles Keegan. I'm an investigator for the NHS local counter-fraud team.
Fraud.
Shall we head in? So, to my purpose here. I'm searching for ghosts.
Any ghosts in particular?
Don't worry. I don't mean an actual paranormal presence. It's a little joke to put you at ease.
You mean ghost patients?
That's right. Well done. So what are ghost patients, you ask?
We know what they are, thank you.
For the sake of procedure, I do need to complete the introduction. These ghosts are people still on AGP Surgery's books, despite them no longer existing as patients of the practice.
I can assure you we run a...
Sorry, not quite finished. A surgery claims around £150 per patient per year from the NHS. So surgeries could be making money off patients they're no longer treating.
Yeah, but we do...
Almost done. Whether through mismanagement or purposeful fraud, these ghost patients cost our NHS £88 million a year. So it's vital we get them off the books. That's it. Thank you.
I thought that these inspections were arranged in advance.
It was with your practice manager. He's unavailable today, so he told me you're the man to see.
Did he?
All I need is a spare room and access to your patient's records. Oh, and a cup of tea wouldn't go amiss. No sugar.
Oh, good idea. I'll have one if you're making one. I'll put the kettle on.
Please.
Dr. Granger, may I have a word?
I've got patients waiting, I'm afraid.
I won't be a minute. Do you know an Elena Criasis?
Yeah, she's a patient of mine.
And her baby too?
Yes, Ardita, and they were here a couple of weeks ago, which means that they are not ghost patients.
My remit covers all types of fraud. Did you know Elena's information is false? Her listed address is this practice.
Well, legally, patients don't have to provide proof of address.
But most do.
Well, then why don't you take that up with her?
I'd like to, but her given number isn't working.
I don't keep up to date with every patient's contact form, I'm afraid.
I'm interested because recently a foreign national by the name of Dira Gumas gave birth to twins at St. Philomena's. One of the newborns required extensive treatment at the neonatal ICU.
What does that have to do with Elena?
Dira provided us with documentation allowing for treatment, which turned out to be false. She then vanished with her children, leaving the NHS with a hefty bill and no one to pay it.
And you think that this woman is my patient? Elena is a single mother of one. So what's she doing, hiding the other baby just for fun?
Dira could have assumed a new identity, say as Elena, and her twins share the same date of birth as your patient's child.
Just like many other children.
But how many of their parents would withhold even basic contact details?
You're fishing.
What's the harm in asking her to come in and sort this out? I know there's no contact details on record, but you're too conscientious a doctor not to have a way to get in touch.
I'm not gonna allow you to harass a patient based on a hunch.
This woman owes the NHS £400,000.
Yeah, and my patient, Elena, doesn't. She is a bright young woman looking after her child. Now, if you don't mind, I have real work to do.
Look, I'd better go. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, I was going to ask if you wanted sugar in that, but it sounds like you've had enough.
Shut up.
I take it it's going well?
Yes. We're having a wonderful time.
And?
Yes, we did.
And?
Well, I'm not saying it's been a while, but good things certainly come to those who wait.
It's so good to see you smiling again. You deserve this.
Yes, yes I do.
Insensitive to a new parent's needs, but fraud costs the NHS over £1 billion a year. That could pay for thousands of GPs.
Or a pay rise for the current ones.
Look, I respect your commitment to your patients, but I'm afraid I can't let this slide.
Okay, well, perhaps we could discuss this after lunch.
He's like a dog with a bone.
Let's just be grateful for some peace and quiet.
Do you know he's been asking about all sorts of patients and their details?
We don't ask for every little detail so we don't scare off anyone who actually needs our help.
Yeah, well, watch out for Big Brother.
We're doctors, not immigration officers. Don't tell me you'd be happy for this bloke to hunt down a new mum.
Of course I want to help everybody, but I live in the real world.
What, where we look after our own?
What happens to our homeless when the system gets stretched, or the elderly, or my foster kids who can't get the help that they need? When's their turn in this perfect world you're running?
Okay, that's enough. We're not going to solve it over lunch, are we? How dare you interrogate my staff? We're not on trial here.
It was just a few questions to get a 360 view of the practice.
You're here looking for ghost patients. Stay in your lane.
My lane is preventing fraud.
Our books are clean. We've never been anything but honest.
Really? I had an interesting chat with your former partner in London, Ray.
That was a long time ago.
He remembers it like it was yesterday. You stole 50,000 from him to pay off a gambling debt.
How's that relevant?
Must have been hard to work off whilst also paying child allowance.
My private life is none of your business.
It's all right. We all have vices. Yours is money.
Not anymore.
Say your Jag in the car park.
Sling your arrows. I won't give up a patient.
I can't compel you to reveal patient information. But I'll shine a light in every dark corner of this place. Any infraction, any obstruction. And I won't hesitate in calling the police. And their arrows won't miss.
You want to waste your time? Feel free.